Good morning. We are on our way to get Jacob and Elisabeth assessed at a brain balance center. So we've been doing the primitive reflex exercises that you've seen in some of our other videos. We're recording the progress we're making with that, but we are doing the at-home program, and we were just a little unsure of the accuracy of our own assessments to know if what we're doing is actually what we need to be doing, to be able to know if the program we're doing is actually effective or if it's not. So we found some brain balance centers in Phoenix, so we're going there and taking both of them today, and we're gonna see if Travis and I were on or not with our assessments.
All right, we are here. This first appointment is for Jacob, and then Elisabeth's will be later.
Yes.
All right, let's go in. That's pretty fun. Cute little house. Jacob's getting his assessment right now, and Elisabeth's getting to play. So fun. You bringing me a bunch of things. Oh, is this for me to drink? Okay, I'll drink it. Yummy. Oh, is that some olive oil? Do you need to go potty? Okay, let's go potty. Elisabeth wanted to come out because she was watching Jacob getting assessed and she was worried. And so it's better for her to be out here where she's not watching him. Yeah. These are like special steps that other kids have made.
I'll see you in a minute. Time for some lunch.
Hi, welcome in.
Thank you. There we go. Woohoo! Yay! Playtime. So we just finished lunch and came over to a park, and Travis is out with Elisabeth and Jacob right now. But I just wanted to get down to some of my thoughts before we went to the park. This interview and this assessment that we did with the Brain Balance program was really amazing. I got a ton of information. We were able to sit down and discuss my kids and just asked questions about them and their development, where they are, understanding how a child develops, and that it's important that a child develops in order. Does that make sense? That we all have bodily functions, like for example, Elisabeth swallowing, that's a function, right? It's not necessarily something that we learn or something that's actually even taught. And something I didn't understand is that these functions that we learn from when we're born all the way up to age 9, at least that's what we had in the chart that we were looking at, are things that humans just know and they just intuitively do, that our brain does for us, that we don't necessarily have to think about as we develop. And if the development of the human brain is impeded for any reason, then those functions don't naturally happen. Functions like the ability to sleep properly, use the bathroom, nonverbal looks and communications, those social cues, swallowing, even functions like the digestive system or the heart or anything like that. But like, I guess that's not necessarily developmental. I should say developmentally, it is more those rolling over, sitting, crawling, walking, cruising, talking, problem solving, sleeping, the ability to sleep, like I mentioned before. And so this is something I didn't understand, because I thought, well, if we just try to address it by some of the other programs we've done, shouldn't that be helping? But that's not how we develop. We develop in steps. We have to learn how to hold our head up before we can learn to sit. We have to learn to sit before we can learn to crawl. We have to learn to crawl before we can learn to walk, or some semblance of it at least. But when we try to skip the steps, like we don't teach babies to walk if they haven't learned how to sit. And yet when you are dealing with someone that has a developmental delay of some sort, whether that's physical or intellectual or what have you, we do tend to skip ahead, because sometimes they do learn how to sit and crawl and walk, but they don't learn nonverbal communication. Or sometimes they learn verbal communication and not nonverbal communication. And so then you have to backtrack and start at the ground level and help that brain develop properly so that the functions that the child needs develop properly and then integrate well. And so I just felt like I learned a lot, and a lot of what they were telling me is confirming the things that I have been researching. It's confirming the things that I have been seeing in my own children. And so that was really validating, and to see that we are on the right track, and that's always really validating. And something else that was fantastic was that what they were seeing in my children today wasn't new or extreme. Like, 'cause I've been to many doctor's appointments where you show up and the doctors are like, wow, we've never seen whatever it is. And I have learned that that is a key indicator to me that this is not where I want to be. If my child is the first child that you've ever seen that's done XYZ, or my child is super severe compared to the other children that you're dealing with, then you are not my doctor. You are not who my child needs to see. There are many other children that will probably be who you can help, but if it's news to you, then it's not for you. You need to be helping the demographic that you are well versed in. And I felt like when we were here today, watching how the assessors, I don't know a better name for them, I'm sure they have a better name, but the guy that was assessing my kids was calm and was familiar with the responses that my kids were giving. And so it's like they've seen this before, and they've helped children that have started where my children are. And I felt the same with the lady that I was talking with and giving the background information and discussing the paperwork that we had. And so that was really validating and really hopeful. And so is this going to be the end all be all for my kids? I don't know. Can it help them on their journey? I really think that it can, and I am hopeful that it will. And so we got this assessment so that we could continue doing at home the things that we're already doing with them, but to do them more clearly. So they are doing the assessing now. They're typing it all out, and then we'll have a meeting with them again next week online, just because we live not right here in Phoenix. And so anyway, it was really great. I'm feeling really hopeful, and I know that hope is something that can feel really intense at one point and feel like you don't have any at the other. But I do have to say that the hope that I have for my kids' progress, the hope that I have that other children have been where my kids are and other children have progressed from the state that my kids are at, is something that I hold on to. And I used to really care that people thought that I was crazy, and I realized that that's cost me a lot of time, and that's cost me a lot of problem solving and a lot of things that my kids needed that I could have offered had I not been so afraid and not been so worried. And it still is a worry, because I think we all do care what other people think, and we care about how we're treated and how we're perceived. And I think that when you're trying to do something, for me, what feels like a miracle, that you have to know that that's part of the game. That's part of the price. That's part of the experience. However you want to say it, is that you do have people that think that way about you. But at some point you realize that cost is worth it. And anyway, so I am hopeful to see what happens, how it goes in the future, and what the results will say when we get it back, and how close we were when we did our own assessments to having a professional do it. So that was so great. We've gotten a lot of great information, even just from this experience, that will help us at home. So it's good. Well, we're gonna go play at the park for a little while before we take Elisabeth to get her braces expanded, because it's so great. Since her surgery over a year ago, her calf muscles have strengthened, and they're a lot bigger than her nighttime braces can handle. So we're going to get them expanded so that they don't hurt her, and we can wear them at night again to keep that flexion in her feet. Anyway, good stuff. Oh, what a great park my hubby found. There he is, listening to a book, watching his kids. Such a good man. Hey. You having a good time? Yeah. Oh yeah, you like those wood chips.
Are you hiding something from me? No, it's not in that hand. Is it in that hand? Oh, you dropped it behind your back. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, is it in that hand? Oh, it's in both hands. Jacob's having a lot of fun just throwing these wood chips all around. Yeah, go up and down the slide. Woo!
Alright, we are at our last appointment of the day, Elisabeth's braces. Ready? Whoa! Did you have water in your mouth? Come on. No, stop it. Okay, sit. There we go. Jacob, come. Good boy. This way. Wrong way, this way. Over here. Hey, this way, you two. Jacob, come on. Ooh, look at you go. Run, Elisabeth, run. Jakey, come on. Ouch. Watch out for the cactus. Here, we gotta catch up. Elisabeth's booking it. Did you push the button? There we go. Play with some toys. Thank goodness for offices that have toys. Get it, Jakey? No, don't break it. Oh, you saved it. Go put it in the basket. No, no, take it out of your mouth. Gross. Your turn, Jakey. Woo, yay. Slam dunk. Go get it. What's this toy? Pop, pop, pop. It looks like it's missing its wheels, or you just need to put it down a little further. There you go. Put it down further. Look at that car. Oh, thank you. You want me to do it again? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Vroom, vroom. Yep, let's see you do it. Da, 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 da. It's working. Jacob is getting edgy. I think he'll probably need to stay out here and do this basketball stuff while we go get Elisabeth's braces adjusted. Okay, sweet thing. Do you need help with your sucker?
A little growth adjustment on these. Her range is still looking good. Beautiful.
Good, good.
Even better.
Really?
Yeah, she's
Yay!
about 5 degrees. Before she wouldn't let me get her 5 degrees past neutral. So I can easily get her 5 degrees past neutral.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so good, Elisabeth.
Trash. There we go. Lollipop for you.
Using
Daddy,
those
Daddy
orthotics
wanna-
every day has
You want
helped.
to give Dad a sucker? Dad, Daddy deserve a sucker? How about maybe at the end?
Maybe later.
Maybe at the end.
Beautiful.
You want him to have it now? Yeah. Let's not shove a sucker in Daddy's.
Oh,
You need to enjoy it first.
I'm chewing some gum.
I have a mint. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do a little work on these. We probably have a good 6 months before we might need to replace them.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
growing fast.
Yeah. So, but she definitely needs volume. That'll make life a lot more comfortable for her. Just for a second. There we go.
It's okay,
He's
Elizabeth.
going to make it better, but
Yeah,
he just
he's-
has to measure it first. So good. You have flexibility. More flexibility.
You enjoying that sucker? Might be a little hard on the teeth. You can just suck it, you know, instead of trying to chew it. Ooh, ow, just suck it.
The suspense of her own bite is like...
Yeah, she's like, wow, she's
There,
like, there you go.
Whoa.
As long as not one of your teeth fell out.
Thank you.
You have been really good.
Sucker,
Do
those
you
are
want another
fun.
sucker? Let's just see.
Much
Let's
better.
just see.
Got a little more space.
Mhm.
Are you doing your toot noises?
Alrighty.
Yep,
Those
we
are
got
all set.
night
Yeah,
braces.
those are nice and wide for us.
Ooh,
Yeah.
how does that feel? She wants the sucker.
Can I have a sucker now? Not for
Not
me.
for mommy,
Just for you.
for Elizabeth.
Just one. There you
Okay.
go. Should we
Yep.
take these home with us? Okay.
All right.
Alright. Dippity boppity boom.
An hour drive later, and we've made it. We are done for the day with our appointments. You ready to go in? Yeah. Yes, we are back. Oh, thank you. And Elisabeth is filling up my lap before I can even move. Yeah, just to make sure. She wanted to make sure I didn't go in empty-handed, right? That would be, and you're carrying the water bottles? Thank you.